So first off, guys, welcome back.
Thank
Glad
you.
to see you. How's your San Diego Comic-Con been?
It's good so far.
It's been great. Very busy. Busy.
Loving what you guys are doing with the season. What do you think? It's just been so much heartache and so much just. What do you think's been the most difficult part for you guys personally for your characters this season?
Ooh.
It's for Tala, that's a whole. She's exploring all these different things for her, like with relationships and her new position and all that. But all in all, I just think the whole show took a different step, a different level, a different like for everyone, all the storylines, all the current issues that we're talking about.
Exactly.
So yeah, I don't know. That's a tough question because there's like a lot of things for me personally as an actor that I have connections with or that I grew from, and then I have things with Tala that's like a whole different thing. So just a lot. Every episode brought something different for me as an actor and for Tala, like on a level, because they're like mini movies. This wasn't. It did not feel like we did a TV show.
Yeah, no. Every episode felt like its own film.
Movie, yeah.
How about for yourself?
I think for John, this season we get to see John get pretty serious about his job, and the ship had the whole refit, and John was pretty integral in that. And I think with Love, of course, she kind of put it on me, so that kind of literally pain for John. He went through it, but I don't know. I think John's so far has been a cool ride for season 3. I think each season we've seen another part of John.
Yeah.
With him starting as the navigator in season 1 to now chief engineer. There's a lot of episodes this season where John has to figure out how to save the day or whatever. So
You do. It does.
So we all know a good engineer has a good playlist for working on whatever projects they got in front of them. What's John's playlist look like?
Oh, John has eclectic taste, all from nowadays. We lost Jessica. That's how good my playlist is. She ran away. From nowadays, not in the future. So it's a mix of kid and play, Christian Scott-Atunde, classical music, and African drums.
Ooh.
I like that.
Yeah. How about for yourself? Security. You got to keep yourself awake late at night.
Yeah.
You got to watch the cameras.
I feel like she's like low-key likes a little Frank Sinatra.
Ooh.
But also she likes a little trap music, I feel like.
Oh, trying to pump her up.
Yeah, she's a psychopath who's going to beat you up.
There you go. And then, final question, been asking everyone. Personally, if you had a job on the ship, you got to pick anyone you want, what job would you want to have?
Other than the job we have?
Yeah.
Jay Lee or John?
Both. Either or. Like you walk, Jay Lee, you walk on the ship, they say, hey, pick your job. What would you like to be on the ship?
You know what's weird? I want to say what Tala does because it's only what I know so well, and like I'm so into that. But you're so smart, and like
I know what I would do. If John wasn't the captain, John would be. I'd get a basketball team on the ship, and John would be a basketball coach.
on the ship.
Yeah, we'd have an intramural Orville basketball championship, and John would give a F about it.
That's the next Phil Jackson. That's,
oh my
Star
God,
Trek Phil Jackson. Right.
I'd have everybody doing sprints if you miss layups.
Player on this ship.
John,
No,
come on.
other than John.
No, just John. John versus everybody.
I don't know.
Unk.
So, how's your San Diego Comic-Con been?
It's been live because I'm with a group of people who you cannot turn off.
Oh, no, not at all. And not after what your character has had to deal with. My goodness, you've been through so much. How, obviously we don't live in a utopia. We live here in the now. But how do you go about creating, how do you tackle dealing with racism and prejudice now in this utopia where they've never had to deal with that before?
Wow. Now, that's a real good question. And it's a real good question because you're asking a woman. First of all, I'm a woman, and I'm an African-American woman.
Exactly.
And so I witnessed this firsthand.
Exactly.
And to understand that in the future that we still have a little bit of that, we have a long way to go. But hopefully and thankfully on the Orville, we're able to present that to you so that you can see how ridiculous it truly is and that there is a solution to that problem.
Oh, wonderful answer. My final question for you is this. If there was any job on the ship you got to pick personally, what job would you want to have?
The one that I have. And that's, wonderful. I would be the doctor. I would be the doctor every time.